What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Friday Block Party. I'm Jonathan.
It's your girl, Jenn.
It's your boy, LooksbyLunden.
And Yeijin Hong.
This is our second episode, our Christmas episode. So thank you for celebrating with us. Cheers, grab a drink, and let's get started.
So what do you got? What do you guys got planned for this Christmas? What are you guys doing?
All my family moved out of New York, so I'm gonna just be chilling home. I might try to get some, but that's about it.
You're gonna try to get some what?
I said I'm gonna try to get some, but you know. You said, wait, what you asked me just now?
Yeah, I didn't catch that.
Like you said, I'm gonna try to guess some, and I said, some what?
Oh, see, I don't know. Maybe some ass, maybe some head, maybe who knows? I don't know. Maybe get munched. I don't know.
I want you to get both.
What's the both worlds, honey?
Now, how Merry Christmas.
It is Christmas, right?
Yeijin, what about you? What are you doing?
I'm working.
Yeah, Yeijin, what are you doing?
I'm working.
Okay. Did you grow up more Korean or Black?
Like our traditions?
Yes.
So my mom has been in Korea for like 30 plus years now, so she's like kind of American.
Mm-hmm.
But the core, like everyday customs are more on the Korean side, and then like around the holidays, we do like the soul food, collard greens and cornbread, you know, all that type of stuff.
Honey.
Yeah, but I'm working because I'm gonna be cooking. So yeah, I'm working. Yeah.
Lit. What about you, Miss Jenn?
Well, you know I'm a whole boricua, okay? And I celebrate Christmas Eve.
She got the coquito already.
Huh?
I said, I'm sure you got the coquito ready.
Yeah, where was that?
Ready. The pernil is in the oven. I am ready for Thursday, boo.
I'm coming to your house, honey. My mom found herself wanting to do something different. She was like, I'm gonna make like chicken francais and I'm making pasta. I was like, bitch, this is not the Olive Garden. This is Christmas. So I'm gonna need you
I gotta shout out Jen's family though, because they could really cook, honestly.
I know
Thank
they
you.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
for real,
they
I'm really
do.
coming over because I want Latin food. This
You a hop, skip, jumping away, boo. You already know.
chicken and butter sauce and pasta shit, I'm good.
Your
Are we
mom
getting-
went Italian on you? She went Italiano.
So is anybody buying anything expensive for their loved ones this Christmas?
You see a Tiffany's bag in the corner.
Oh, thank you, Jonathan.
I love it.
It's my
Is that for
favorite
us?
color.
Eating out of house and home, my family. I can't wait to see what they're getting me though in return.
Yeah.
Are we like big on gifts this year, even though it was a global pandemic? Like,
I think I am because I'm grateful that my family's alive. I'm grateful that I'm alive. I'm grateful that everybody's healthy and blessed, and we kind of made it through it. So I want to celebrate this year because I'm celebrating life. So yeah, but what I won't be doing is like going overboard and posting and stuff. I think it's kind of like tone deaf for people to start posting their lavish, luxurious gifts when so many people have lost their jobs or have lost family members and things like that. So I won't be posting anything that I've bought, but I will be celebrating. Yeah.
It's weird. Like this year has,
I'm right with Jonathan. Like, all you'll be seeing me post is good times with my family. I'm not gonna be showing off to the world because it's a lot of hate and negativity out there. And I agree with you when you say that you're just so blessed this year. And I'm right on that same page. I'm just happy to be with my family.
See, it kind of sucks though that like, because I agree with both of you guys, but it kind of sucks that we have to be like that. You know what I mean? And this like time that we're living in, we can't like celebrate the things that we're happy for because, you know, we don't know who's watching or why they're watching. And you know what I mean? Like, it's just crazy. I don't know.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know, I don't live too far from where like Safari got robbed. And so I think about that all the time because the area that we live in is a very like, you know, safe area and there's cops everywhere. We have security guards in our building and we have doormen and all these measures of security around us. And still it's like, you never know. And so he's kind of like toned it back a little bit and he doesn't post all his flashy, not that I'm a flashy person at all. I don't really have jewelry like that and furs.
Has Safari stopped posting?
I mean, he don't post to the extent that he was posting before.
Like real time. They used to post when, well, not
I think
really.
he don't have all that like he's not as flashy. Like he like photo shoots and videos. That's something.
No, he's still
but
flashy.
He's not.
I got
He's not with all
I
the
still
trophy and
Safari.
all
He
that.
is still the flashy person, but
Right.
I agree with Yeijin. He just don't.
But he's
post
not
at
walking
the right
around
timing.
with $3 million worth of jewelry anymore, and he's not posting. Yo, I'm at Hot 97 right now. Come holla at me. Like, no,
yeah.
She's at Hot 97 now, and then like an hour later, her post like doing Hot 97. You know, that's how these rappers have to move nowadays. Unfortunately, like
Tell me about
That's
it.
how everybody got to move.
Yeah,
though.
it is
females,
everybody.
everybody.
It is everybody. It is everybody.
But even more than just for safety, I think it's also like you gotta know how to like read the fucking room. At the end of the day, we're still in the middle of a pandemic. There's still so many people who have lost their jobs, lost their homes. Like I can open my DMs right now and read you guys the most depressing, saddest fucking DMs from people who've lost everything. So if I know that so many of my followers are kind of going through it, what right do I have to rub it in their face that I'm actually doing okay? It's I don't know. It's ugly to me. I won't be doing it. I'm sure people will, but
it's nobody's business how we're doing. You know what I'm saying? It's nobody's business.
This is not the time to.
But that's what social media has us thinking, that it is somebody's business.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, talking about doing well. Ryan's World, like I'm just saying, because we're talking about Christmas and gifts and stuff like that. This little boy, Ryan's World, with the toys and
that's the kid on YouTube.
The YouTube thing he made.
He caught me at 29.5.
Tell me.
That's what he caught me. 29.5.
29.5.
That's what made me read the story. All I saw was 29.5 million. I was like, what? So tell me more about it, because I really wasn't reading. I just saw it like on the headlines. I was like, get the heck out of here. This little kid made that much money.
He's super young.
He's 9 years old.
Yeah. And what is he famous for? He reviews toys on YouTube?
Yeah, so every holiday season, it's like really popular. Like obviously, kids are on YouTube. Kids have, tablets. And they have iPhones now, and every year, I think actually throughout the year, he does reviews on all toys. Like when the game systems come out, like Mattel. I think I heard like there's certain companies that literally give him toys to review it, see if it works good and stuff like that. Like he's been lit for a while. He's really.
I just want to tell y'all, we adding that to our segment. We about to have some toys up in this motherfucker. We about to
What are we talking about?
Does your daughter watch his stuff?
Yes, I got some of his shit under my tree. I contributed to that 29. Okay,
Get out.
Hit me with a percentage.
He's everywhere. So he's all over Target. He's in Toys R Us. He's all over Walmart. I'm like, okay, who is this Ryan kid, and why is he all of a sudden overnight everywhere?
Everywhere. He took over.
His parents are like honestly the real deals. You know, his parents. Like, how old is he now? He's 9 now. I think he's been doing it. He was like 6, yo. Like his parents, like his parents have been having him sit in front of the screen with toys for years. So
we better get her little ass up and get in front of the screen. I ain't
okay. You better make them coins, Jen.
All these kids though, like all of them. I feel like we didn't have what these kids have now though. You get what I'm saying? So like you gotta take everything and just run with it now, like, because you just never know. Your next cousin could be like the next millionaire. No shade. Like it's just what it is.
My cousin, please.
But speaking of big brands, did you guys hear about the Givenchy drama that's going on? They're stealing, another big brand is stealing another young brand design.
Another couture brand. Like, I'm really.
Have you guys seen the hack? Because I kind of looked at it, and let's put it up for reference for the listeners who are watching the show, and they can decide for themselves and maybe even comment and let us know what they think. But okay, so I think that the big zipper thing has been done for a very long time. And if we go back in fashion, I don't know if it was in the 90s, back in the Linda Evangelista and all of them days, where there was like the supermodels. I specifically remember a show looking at it where they had these big zippers. So he must have taken it from another designer from back in the day, deep in the archives, and maybe he forgot that he was recycling a look. But an exaggerated zipper size is not something that is from today. It's not something that's from a couple of years ago. I remember being a kid seeing these big ass zippers, and even brands. I feel like Moschino back in the day did big zippers.
They're still doing it. Moschino's still doing the big zipper.
Remember Heatherette? They're no longer in business, but Heatherette, I believe, at one point did the big zipper with the Heatherette. What were they? The Rich and Richie or whatever. So. This is not like a new thing. And so I'm looking at the picture, and yes, it gives very much what Givenchy did, but I'm sorry, homeboy from the Bronx, I don't think they copied you, baby. I think they're recycling a look from like the 90s. So unless you did
you have to agree. I think that fashion is like one big circle. It just
definitely
I agree. See, this is the thing. I agree with.
It's gonna come right back out.
That's right. I agree with like all three of what you guys are saying. The only thing I disagree with is that they might have could have copied him only because of that's what's happening right now. All these big brands are getting on social media and watching people like Rihanna's, Fenty, all of them. That's how they find their models, all of that, everything. So I don't know. Like I'm 50-50. The only thing is I feel like he's dragging it, whereas like they need to give me my props. No, you shouldn't have gave up in 2014. You should have kept that hat going. So then maybe you could have been up there with Givenchy. You know what I mean? You just never know. I don't know. I'm 50-50
I've been seeing this topic a lot lately, honestly. Like obviously we know Fashion Nova done up like left and right. But recently
but Zara does it all the time too.
Zara does it too, so does H&M. But recently Megan Thee Stallion was brought up. I don't know how she got brought up, but you know, she had a line with Fashion Nova. And there's another a Black designer who called her out because she sent her samples to wear at an awards show. And, you know, the designer feels like she basically just stole that whole outfit idea and she released it as her own, you know, Megan Thee Stallion collaboration with Fashion Nova.
I can see that happening. It happens every day.
But that's a little bit more than just an assumption. That girl has a clear paper trail. Like, I sent this to you on this day of this year, and then next year it came. Like that's something that's on paper.
That's kind of different
for that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's more than just an allegation. That's kind of a paper trail. As a
Vinci,
I put a big ass zipper on my bucket hat in 2014, and you copied me when in 1990 they was putting big ass motherfucking zippers on shit. So. You copied somebody who is probably the same motherfuckers that they was copying. So you just the middle copy.
Yeah. So London, what would you say, like what advice would you give to these new up and coming designers who might run into these little discrepancies, like, you know, in their career?
I feel like you're always going to run into things like this in fashion because fashion is like a ongoing cycle. It goes around, it comes around, the same fits come around. Like the 90s is coming back again. The big fits is coming back. So the thing that I would tell the new artists is to keep creating. That's the only way you're going to stay relevant. Keep creating new content because then you keep these old designers on their toes. If he was still making hats in 2014 to now, I'm pretty sure he'll be bigger. He could have been, you know, bigger than not bigger than Givenchy, but you know what I mean. We would have seen it.
We would have seen it.
Right. But, you know, that's the only thing I will say because, you know, I used to design women's wear and I used to beat myself up when I used to see things. But all I could do is blame myself. Like, why didn't you do that then? Why didn't you keep going? You know what I mean? Don't give up on your dream. Keep going, guys.
Consistency is the key.
Speaking of women's wear, right? There's been a lot of new hot girls in the tabloids switching up there. You know, today it's 2020. Your regular president children, I mean, I'm sorry, like White House kids, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, they're not wearing the typical square schoolgirl outfits. Can we talk about Sasha real quick?
Oh, yes, honey. She went from Sasha Obama to Sasha Fierce.
Mm-hmm.
She looks amazing.
And I feel like she looks great.
Me too.
She's so pretty.
I love it.
She's a young girl living her best life. Like, her father chose to be president. She didn't run for presidency. She didn't pick that life. She didn't pick who her parents were. Like, she's a young girl. Literally, she's my niece's ages, and that's what all my nieces are wearing. And, you know, good for her.
Was she 20?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's not doing, we don't see her doing drugs. We don't see her, looking crazy. Who cares what she's wearing? Like, as long as she's, doing the right thing, let her live.
It could be worse. She could be out there twerking, doing all types of wild shit.
She could be Donald Trump's kid.
Like, she looks nice. She's a college girl. Let her live her life. Like you said, Jonathan, her dad chose to be the president. Right. Let her live her life. Let her create her path and let her be beautiful. What's the problem?
Yeah.
And they're trying to put the spotlight on her. And I really feel like, because like you said, London, we're not talking about Trump's kids. So what should we talk about? Let's talk about another it girl. Like, ooh, okay, let's go to her because she's hot. Like, so. And
put her in the bad light for what she looks like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But since we're on the topic of presidents, and I want to direct this, next topic to our boy, Jonathan. Did you watch the news recently, Jonathan?
I did. What are you talking about? What are you referencing?
I just want to know, did we all see the nurse on the news almost fainting because of the vaccine?
Also, it was because of the vaccine. This
was... Well, we don't know. Do we know?
We don't know.
So I will never forget the very first time that I had a camera in front of my face. I had 3 cameras in front of my face. I had a microphone on my chest. I was sitting across from a person who gave me tons of anxiety, and I damn near almost passed out. So we're talking about a woman who had to go and do a press conference when she knew all the eyes of the world would be on her. Do we know that she passed out because of the vaccine, or do we think that she passed out because she had anxiety from being on camera for the first time?
I think she was nervous.
Or do we just not know?
Or we just don't know.
We're not gonna know. They're not gonna tell us.
Encouraging me.
They're not gonna tell us if the vaccine.
I was just joking, but it's still funny. That's all I'm saying. Because literally we were just talking about it, and then literally our next time meeting, it's like, well, what about that vaccine?
No, I gotta say this. I don't know about this vaccine stuff. Like I said, like I seen the lady pass out. I understand, Jonathan, because being in front of the camera your first time, you get nervous. I do understand that. And people do pass out when they see needles, like blood drawn, all of that.
That's me.
She's a nurse.
She's a nurse.
No,
yeah.
But it's still being a nurse, doing it and getting it is 2 different things, right? So
I mean, she's never got a shot before. That's something we should also be thinking.
On the camera, it's just a lot going on.
Yeah.
But
I just think it's weird.
I don't trust this vaccine shit. I don't trust the vaccine at all.
I don't either.
They gave a fake shot. I don't know who they gave the fake shot to. Jonathan, I know you saw it, Jonathan.
We don't, you guys.
Where was the syringe going? Nowhere.
Have you guys not been vaccinated before? How much fluid you think is in the fucking needle? It's this much shit. I've gotten vaccines before. What was the vaccine that I just got?
A PPD. A PPD is very little. A PPD that you get under your.
I looked at the needle and I said, "Are you trying to goop me? Where's the fluid? Are you trying to goop me?" And he was like, "It's in there. Look, it was a little shit amount."
I mean, I just think that it's funny though that because
hold on, before you say that, before you say that, I just want to say though, Jonathan, I really want you as my main friend if anything goes down, because you will hold your ground. You don't play. You're like, this is the vaccine, and the vaccine didn't do nothing wrong to you.
I just found it funny though that they were saying that she would, after, because it went viral, right? Everybody saw it on Instagram, everybody saw it everywhere. It was funny that she's like, "Oh, I have a condition where I faint here or there when I feel pain." So, sis, why would you get the vaccine on TV in front of millions of thousands of people? Like, if you faint because of pain, why would you do that?
But it does happen. It's happened to me. It's happened to friends of mine. So it's not like it's a lie. And there's so many people across the world who've already received the vaccine. They're fine thus far. And I don't know. I guess I'll
talking about the vaccines. All 3 of us is drinking. Child, we don't talk about these vaccines.
Okay, let's move on because this vaccine shit. Jonathan is gonna stick around. He's getting the vaccine.
Period.
He wants to be the one to say, like, listen,
it's 3-1.
He wants to encourage people to get it if it works. If it doesn't work, he want to be like, don't do it. I understand.
I just want to say one thing real quick about this whole vaccine shit. So I have a friend who's married to a pharmaceutical lawyer. So he works with all these huge pharmaceutical brands. He works with Pfizer, he works with all of them. And he told me he's going to be first in line to get the vaccine as well. And he said, people who believe that there's a conspiracy, that they're pumping your body with this, pumping your body with that, are of the most ignorant and stupid people in the world. It's the dumbest motherfuckers who would believe that, because what the richest people are the pharmaceutical companies. Do you understand the lawsuit, the class action lawsuit against a pharmaceutical company if we all start dropping like flies because of
Do
this?
you know how much of there's lawsuits against there are lawsuits though. You do know that. Not against the vaccine yet. I'm just saying, but there are lawsuits.
Correct. It's from other things, like, so it'll turn out that if you get injected with this and you also have a history of multiple sclerosis, you're gonna have onset this or whatever. It's always little shit like that. That's what these class action lawsuits. There's in the history of America, there is no lawsuit against a pharmaceutical company because they were conspiring to obliterate a specific race, a specific anything like that. So I just want to put that out there myself, since the world is believing memes and GIFs and Instagram posts. I
must say this. I know we want to change topic. I must say this. I don't know if y'all seen recently, I put on my Insta story, I took Joy to get a physical, right? So her doctor is in one place, my doctor's in another. My doctor saw me there, he walked past and he said, "Are you going to get the vaccine?" He just brought it up out of nowhere. And I said, "No, doc, it ain't happening." He said, "Well, I'm getting the vaccine." He said, "You want to wear a mask for the rest of your life?" Like, I hate wearing this fucking mask. So it really sat with me. And I'm like thinking like, oh, Jen, do you really want to wear a mask? But then again, I'm like, you need to live long for your kids. Like, I don't know.
I don't know either. But yeah, let's switch
I
up.
still don't get how. Yeah. Let's just move on because we're gonna be on. We could talk about vaccine all day.
Yeah, because I just can't with America right now. Because let's move on. Let's get this out the way. You know, Trump is still the president or whatever, right? They're supposed to be giving us another stimulus check. I've been waiting for my raise.
Who got the first one?
I didn't get it. I didn't qualify.
I did.
I did.
But like I said, I've been waiting for my raise. That's supposed to be up in the ante.
I gotta hook y'all up.
Hey, Black, don't say it on the show, sis.
Yeah, don't say it on the show. But look, they're trying to say that the new stimulus checks are going to be $600.
He better not play stuff with that stimmy, because I'm waiting for my stimmy to stimulate my account. I'll be checking on a daily, okay?
And
listen, I still need my PS5, so he need to send me that stimulus. No, I'm joking.
But you know,
it's kind of
president, he's trying to step in and be like a president. So now he's like, yo, up the ante. My people deserve 2,000, 2 bands, not 600. So, I mean, sorry, Mr. Trump, you about to be out the office, but yes, get me them 2 bands, sir, because I need it. I need it.
Like I won't take his money and go.
That's exactly what we're doing, sis.
Thank you.
Yes.
I took that first stimmy and was like, okay, thank you, Trump, and went to the polls and said, no, thank you, Trump.
Not
well, see, I think.
That's
Go ahead,
funny.
Trump.
No, y'all calling it stimmies. That's funny.
Give me that stimmy check.
$600 is really a joke for like.
It is.
When you think about the cost of living, I think about the cost of living in New York, and of course it's a joke here, but even across America, like even in Atlanta and Florida and so many places in California, like $600 is not even enough for 2 weeks for some people. And so it really is a joke when you see what other countries have been doing, places like Canada, for their people. I think Canada gives out $2,000 a month extra, if I'm not mistaken. And, you know, I think
it was 3,000 or something, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if that includes unemployment or not. I know that we have done a great job with providing people with unemployment checks, even people like us who are independent contractors and things like that, or people who work for themselves, people who work for Uber and in the entertainment industry and things like that. But we got to do better, because even the amount given with unemployment is barely enough or touches the surface for people who have to pay rent in places like New York City, and $600 is really just laughable.
Well, I just think it's a joke because, like, you know, countries. I'm looking at articles. Freaking like New Zealand is giving $3,000 a month, or like, you know, no, $1,000 a week or something. Canada's everybody got free health benefits. They're getting free everything. Like, what are we doing here?
It's a joke, but
insult. $300. I mean, $600. That's my compra alone. Where's my? That's y'all know anything? Like, that's my grocery shop. I mean, y'all not that y'all don't know anything. Y'all don't know Spanish. That's my grocery shop in compra.
That's who?
That's like, let alone rent, utilities, the clothes on my kids' back. Like, $600 is very disrespectful.
It's like $200 just to go outside. So like, miss me with $600. But I think one person who was smart, because he was saving his unemployment, his first stimulus, clearly is Diddy. Did we all see what he gave his mom for her birthday?
Yes, I seen. I hope he provided a driver to go with that Bentley, because I hate to drive behind old people. She 80 years old. What is she doing getting a Bentley? He better provide a driver with that ass.
Yeah,
well, she got $1 million, so she better.
She don't drive nowhere, y'all.
Miss Combs is very, very, very fly.
Yeah, she don't drive nowhere. His kids don't drive. Nobody drives. I used to work with Diddy. I used to babysit Prince and Justin. They don't drive nowhere. I mean,
well, I'm happy he's providing a driver.
Yeah, he bought that car for her to post the little pictures in, boop, boop, you know what I'm saying? Be cute. But they definitely have drivers. And I mean, listen, $1 million check. Has anybody heard anybody doing that? Has any other celebrity done anything like that?
Well, do we have to, like, just, I get it. It's the world that we live in, but it's just disgusting to me. It's disgusting. People,
definitely now.
People are complaining and crying in America about $300 and $600 not being enough for them to get by. And do we give a flying fuck that Puffy bought his mother $1 million car or whatever? Like, I don't give a fuck. We're in the middle of a pandemic. People are dying. Like, good for you. You're a millionaire. We all know that, but don't fucking post it. We're in the middle of a pandemic.
Yeah, I agree.
It's tacky. It's ugly. Like, I'm over shit like that. I'm really over the world. I don't know if it's because these pills I'm on for my fucking arm got me on a good one, but I'm really over fucking everyone. We are in the middle of a pandemic, people. Act fucking accordingly. It's giving very much Marie Antoinette and Bastilles with the mansion and everything, and the castles, and people all over France dying. Like, people are dying. Be responsible. Give your mother her Bentley and go. Don't post it.
I mean, he's
Diddy. I do think somebody did. Like that. Huh?
I said Diddy has always been like that.
Yeah, but
he's always been. The whole family's been flashy.
This is the first time. Don't be Diddy. Like, don't be Diddy.
True.
But that's what he's. I feel like that's the same thing with "Don't Be the Kardashians." That's what they're known for. That. You get what I'm saying? Thanksgiving, they had a whole like feast of a house full of people when everybody else was shut down. You get what I'm saying? It's the Diddy's, the Kardashians. You know, this is what happens. But
Meek Mills,
and
the Meek Mills.
What did he do?
What did Meek do?
Sweetie, I gotta talk about him. I love his music and all that, but I'm coming for you. Meek Mills tweeted, "Oh, I will never get robbed from my Rolex." Ooh. That was a very
and he posted all his Rollies.
Yeah, that was a very ignorant statement. You know what I'm saying? Like, so what message are you trying to deliver to the kids? Die for your Rolex? Don't give it up. Rappers nowadays big ass target on their back, and you just put a big ass missile launcher on your back. Like
that was a challenge, dude.
He feels like he's untouchable. Let me finish. He feels like he's untouchable. And it struck a nerve because how dare you say that? How dare you say that? You think you sound tough? Like, that's crazy to me.
It's a challenge. It's a challenge.
You sound ignorant.
It is. But the type, like, I feel like Meek is saying that because, I mean, I'm not sure, but like, think about it. Like you said, why would a rapper who's popular come out and say that? Like, what, you challenging the street niggas? Like, you want them to come get you? Like, what's going on? Like, you want somebody to take a rollie? Because that's what you're doing. You're putting the message out there like that.
Well, I'm pretty sure it was a subliminal. I'm pretty sure it was a subliminal, guys. I'm pretty sure that's why he said it. It wasn't because he would never do it. I'm pretty sure it was a subliminal for somebody. You know how these rappers are. You know what I mean? Like they want to say things. They want to.
Very ignorant. He has a lot of kids who look up to him. For you to say that, like you're gonna make a kid feel like, oh, if you get robbed and you let somebody take your shit, you a punk. That doesn't make you a punk.
Truthfully though, I feel like these rappers don't give a damn about no kids. They don't care what they influence. They don't care what kids look up to them, what they do in the media that might look a certain way. Because
it's really toxic masculinity, honestly.
It is. There we go.
It all goes back to that. So, be tough. You can't let nobody, you're not going to get robbed. Like, shut up. You just got out of jail. Like,
ignorant.
Relax.
And you, like, how many rappers died this year? Like, it's just like, it's honestly, it's
that was
it's
so
foolish.
ignorant. That was so ignorant. I was so disappointed. I'm like, he said what? He did what?
Yeah.
I was like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, what?
But
I'm sure it's to stay relevant.
That too, to posting, to people feeling despair. Like these young kids are in the streets and they're watching people around them lose their businesses. They're watching their mom and pop shops close and this and that. And then they're sitting there and they're swiping and they're seeing rappers post. They're like, you know what? We have nothing and you guys have everything. We're coming for yours. So you know what I'm saying? I think it creates that energy. It does. It's a flex. Like there's a time to flex and there's a time to not. And I think right now is the time to not. Right now is the time to be humble and be clear. Like the world is in a pandemic. The world is crying, and you want to post watches and rings and all this. And if you get got, sis, you get got. Like
But it's going back to saying like the people that like post so much is really going through, you know what I mean? Like you got to like really put your glasses on when you see things like that. Definitely. Cause I feel like I agree with you, Jonathan. It's like during this time, why would you be acting that way? Maybe you're showing out for something. Maybe you know, there's a void that you're missing. So these materialistic things are, replacing something. It's really just a sad time, honestly, for humans in general.
I mean, I think all rappers really got it hard right now. I mean, let's move on to Famous Dex. Y'all know who Famous Dex is?
No.
He's a rapper.
Is he the that's 16?
No, he's the rapper that like was on.
Wait, who has 6 teeth, girl?
Wait. What rapper is that?
There's a rapper that only has like 6 teeth. He's missing mad back teeth and shit. He has tattoos on his face.
Well, he has sex.
That's most rappers missing their back teeth now.
Is that the trend?
No, that could be him. Is that him? Does he have more teeth? I never noticed that.
I don't know either, but the only reason why I know about Famous Dex is because he went viral because he was on live in the studio, and like he pops pills, he does lean, he does all these other extravagant, drugs, and he like fell asleep while live. No, I'm just saying, like they're not like weed is a drug, right? But like it's like that's like regular, like he's doing the top notch shit, like, and he was high on live and he literally just dozed off like this and was asleep. His fans was watching him, he was asleep. And that was like earlier this year or last year or something. And there's been multiple times where he's been on live and he's just been fucked up. So like I think he's supposed to be in rehab finally.
Yeah, I've seen a picture. I've seen a picture and he looked like a straight skeleton. Like his eyes are sucked in, his face is
not healthy.
Like he looked really bad, and I'm happy that he turned to like he's going to rehab and trying to work through those demons.
So,
get it together.
Hopefully he gets clean.
We lost a lot of rappers due to stupid overdoses and stuff like that. So I guess with the climate that we're living in right now, like somebody spoke to him. Somebody reached out to him and said, "Look, this is what's going on. You need to do this." So kudos to Famous Dex, I guess, because you went to rehab. So we're hoping that you get better and you figure out everything that you got going on, sir.
So do you guys know who Andre Marhold is?
Jeffree Star X.
He dated Jeffree Star. He was a basketball.
Oh, the athlete.
Yes.
They got the wife or something, baby mama or something.
Yes, honey, he's fine.
The one that's dipping and dabbing in both worlds.
Yes.
It looks like an alien.
I kind of
I've heard
like that look. I like an extraterrestrial moment.
He looks funny to me. I don't know.
He's cute to me.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen the videos. I subscribe to his OnlyFans, and when I tell you that schlong is like it is beyond. I'm gonna send you guys the picture of this schlong. Sorry, viewers, we cannot post this. This is a PG-esque show. So look at your.
because I want to see. I don't give a fuck.
I'm gonna send you. Look at your phone. Look at the group text.
We're gonna have to do the block party after dark.
Right?
Oh,
How you be like, my dick is prettier.
again.
My dick is prettier. I don't care.
Like, picture two of these next to each other.
Oh no,
Like-
that's too much.
That's
Do
the thing.
your ears hang low.
I'm Korean.
To your toe. Can
I'm Korean.
you
Throw it over your.
Wear it as a scarf.
Anyways, but so apparently people are really upset because they're saying that if he recently admitted that before his baby mama, he had dealt with men prior, and then he got with her, had the baby, left her, dealt with men again. And so the world is up in arms saying that he basically gooped this woman. But I mean, is who he slept with in the past any different? So had he told her, I slept with 1 million women before you, is that a difference from saying I slept with 2 men before you?
That's what I was gonna ask. I want to know your opinion on that too.
I think it's a difference.
Yeah.
No, but would you date somebody though?
Dealing with, you understand? You want to know your partner. You want to know, okay, so right now, if I'm dealing with a man and I think he's only dealing with women, if you're dealing with men, I prefer you to be completely honest with me.
So
now my question is, are you telling him who you had sex with though? Are you telling him as well, like, oh, your sex history?
No.
Maybe not history, but like
it's a total difference though. It's a big difference.
But why is it a total difference? That's what I don't understand. So I'm just like, I don't get, like, I kind of agree with him, but I kind of disagree.
that situation that we speaking of, that kind of happened to me, right? I was dating somebody and I kind of found out like that he dibbled and dabbled or whatever. But the reason why I stopped fucking with him is because he wasn't truthful about it, right? When I would ask him like, yo, is this what I'm hearing? Is it true? He was like, nah, that's not true at all. Like, what are you talking about? That's crazy. And I'll be like, okay.
The streets?
Huh?
Who was telling you?
Because, okay, all right. So we about to get into
the story, honey.
I know. I'm going to give y'all the story. So, I used to bartend and promote in the city, all the little clubs or whatever. I used to be outside. I was a Ciroc girl, whatever. So this was my little thing that I used to bring me to the
spot. You was a Ciroc girl?
Yeah, girl.
That's why you defending Diddy ass.
I told you I would babysit his kids and all of that. But anyway, so we used to go out because like I used to be outside or whatever, and I would bring him with me because he would pop bottles. It was like my boo thing, he pop bottles, he'd bring girls or whatever. And sometimes he would go out without me, right? He would go out by himself or with his own friends. And when I would go back out to the same like places or whatever, promoters would tell me, or like bottle girls and bitches, people would tell me like, is that the same kid that you was with? Like, or do he come here on Tuesday nights? And I'm just like, fuck is y'all talking about?
Tuesday night, the gay night?
Yes.
Ooh.
But he has gay friends. So like, I wasn't thinking, like, I'm not thinking like, just because you have gay friends doesn't mean you're gay. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, and his like, I don't know. I never got any vibe that like he was gay, I guess you could say, or like bisexual, whatever. But because I was hearing these things, it put the idea in my mind. So I started to pay attention to little things in there. And because he was denying the fact that he was fluid or dibbling dabbling back in the day, whatever the case was, I felt like he's a liar. Like he wasn't telling me the truth. So I had to cut that off. And then I found out later, for sure, from my bestie, that yes, he was going on sugar daddy vacations with old men. And he used to be flying out. He used to be flying out and doing business, but like I didn't know that it was that type of business. I thought he was doing real business. Like, yeah. So I ended up finding out years later, that he did like he's bisexual, basically.
Well, could you?
And no one's gonna ask that.
I want a sugar daddy.
We're gonna talk about that. Maybe we should talk about that next episode.
Okay.
Or maybe
but go ahead, London.
Where we can get a sugar daddy at? Where that club at, girl? Because we want to know. We want to know where the sugar daddy. You can scoop a sugar daddy at this location.
But even just listening to that story, it makes me think of like a city girl type of story where she's with her man but she's going on trips with her sugar daddy. But that's okay. So the fact that he was just going on a date with a sugar daddy that's a man and he's a man, it becomes like a whole different thing. It's just a double standard sometimes.
I don't know about the city girl situation, but I'm assuming that because they're city girls, right? Whoever that city girl is telling her man, like, yo, I'm about to get a bag. Old boy is flying me out.
But we know girls who do not tell them. So let's be realistic. We know girls who have double lives. Like, come on.
But I feel like because I do have bisexual and gay friends, I feel like, is it not as easy? Because like girls are talking about it all the time. Like, oh,
You better tell me. I need to know.
I think the notion is that a man who's bisexual is a gay man who's scared to fully come out, and a woman who is bisexual is just a freaky bitch who's actually straight.
I don't believe that.
That's the notion.
Yeah, I don't believe that. I don't think
that because that notion is out there.
No, that is
women are apprehensive about dating a bisexual man because she's scared that deep down inside, later on down the road, when she's invested with
her, gonna leave for a man.
Yeah.
You could do whatever the fuck you want, and I think that's the problem that I hate with people. Like, if it's your life, you do what you want, and this should just be about you and your life. Like, what I do in my home, it should be my business. What you do in your home should be your business. But when it comes to me and you, then I feel like we need to talk about it. Like, if me and you are dating or whatever, then I feel like then it's a conversation that we need to talk. Definitely if I'm like having sex with other people, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it shouldn't be like, oh, you need to tell me what you did before me. You're not telling me what you did, how many dicks you done sucked, so why I need to tell you? You get what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't add up. That's what I'm saying.
I think that for me, I believe that, all right, so we know the kind of girls that would be okay with dating a bisexual man. And we know that there's girls out there who'll be like, I don't give a fuck. Let's do it together. There's all kinds of people like that, specifically in our industry. But you also know the kind of girls who would not be cool with that. You know, that would not fly. And so if you consider yourself a bisexual man and you feel like that is not something that you could tell the woman that you're about to lay with, then maybe that don't need to be the woman you need to lay with.
Agreed. That's why I got up out of there.
That's a fact.
Out of there.
No, that's a fact.
I'm not here to judge anybody, but I just know what I wouldn't deal with, what I wouldn't want. You know what I'm saying? I want you to be honest with me.
Right. If you suck the dick, tell me you suck the dick. And then, you know what I'm saying? I want to know.
But at the end of the day, I get what you guys are saying and it makes sense. But are you guys like, it's not making sense because we know the girls who go to their husbands after they done sucked some dick and didn't say shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, but it's when it's a female, it's okay. She can have a whole love relationship outside of her home, and she don't have to say anything.
This is the topic I want to bring up next episode. We got to talk about cheating in 2020.
Yeah, let's put a pin in this one.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that next episode.
I mean, this could be a thing going back and forth, but
is.
I have to say one thing to you, London. It's a difference when you know she sucks dicks because she's sucking your dick. It's a difference when she come back from eating pussy. Like, it's a difference.
But what I'm saying is that's if it's an open relationship, that's different. If it's not an open relationship, then it's an issue. Then there's something where we need to talk about. But what I'm saying is, it's no difference if it's a female or a male, is what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. There shouldn't be a difference.
Women just can't visualize their husband on their knees sucking another man's dick. It just sounds
right, but their husband is visualizing them eating another female's pussy.
I have me
muero.
All right.
You know what I said though?
What?
I said I agree, but then their man is thinking about their wife having sex with another female, like how hot that is. You get what I'm saying? Like
that's what Jonathan was getting to. That's more sexy. Like they like, oh, that's freaky. That's being freaky. I understand what Jonathan was saying with that because that's true. That's how a lot of people think.
Not all people. I clearly don't see it like that.
No, I said a lot of people.
We spilling a lot of tea today. So if you're watching this episode, sir, I wasn't talking about you. But anyway,
allegedly.
Let's go to the next topic. Love and hip hop. Let's go. What's going on with that? Like I heard there's like commercials going on, or I saw like a preview or something. What's going on?
Yes. So So Love and Hip Hop filmed a 4-part Secrets Unlocked special airing on January 4th, Mondays at 8 o'clock, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, either 8 or 9. I'll let you know for sure on our Instagram page. But it's a cute little montage of like the best Love and Hip Hop moments. You'll find out a lot of like behind the scenes things. It's the first time that all 4 cities kind of filmed together.
Oh, it's together. It's not just one city.
Yeah, so
that's lit.
People from like New York, Atlanta, Miami, and
LA.
Kind of like this, like in boxes and stuff, and it's cute. It was fun. We played some games, and it was nice.
Let's go, New York!
The best city.
Y'all annoying. But speaking of games, are we going to do the sex game, y'all? Because that's something that people is looking forward to. I'm hearing.
I'm with it. Well,
we're not going to call it a sex game. We're going to come up with a different way of calling it next time.
What are we calling it?
We're going to play the sex game?
Yeah.
Pull your titties out.
I like the way that sounds, though. That sounds like, you know, yeah, like I'm about to pop a titty.
Guys,
Freaky Friday.
So on that note, let's take a quick break and let's come back. Let's do Dear Jenn and let's do a game.
All right.
Get tested for COVID-19. Free testing is now available in New York City. Protect your loved ones and yourself.
So welcome back, guys. Let's get into one more topic and some Dear Jenn. What is the next topic, actually?
Speaking of Love and Hip Hop, Princess and Ray J. You know they've been all over the internet. And I hate to talk about my Love and Hip Hop people, my sisters and my brothers. I love y'all. But I seen some shit that Princess wants to have a 3rd baby while they're going through a divorce. It kind of struck a nerve, and I'm no shade to you, boo, because you're beautiful and I wish you the best of luck. But how you go from a wife to a baby mama? Don't do it, sis. If you're divorcing him for a reason, why would you want to tie yourself to another 21 years?
Because that's 21 years of money that she got coming in.
Leave him alone.
See, I disagree. I feel like, so I have mass siblings, obviously, but within my home, I grew up with 3 siblings, and we all have the same mom and different dads. So none of my siblings, Jenn and Yeijin, you guys have met my siblings. None of us look alike.
Mm-hmm.
You know? None of us look alike. God forbid I have to get a blood transfusion or something in the future. I can't even look at my siblings because they're not a perfect match. And so there is like, you know, like I remember going to school as a kid and I was Fernandez and my sister was Garcia and my brother was Vidal. And so people—
That's growing up in the 80s. We all had that.
That's life.
I know, but it is just kind of something really nice to having, you know, your kids share parents. And if she's doing that, it's clearly because he is a good father to his kids. And so—
Or he just signed $1 billion deal.
I'm just curious.
He just signed $1 billion deal, y'all. Hope y'all know.
How do you think they're gonna make the third? What you said?
Ray J this year or last year, in the last like 6 to 12 months, has signed $1 million deal for that little scooter thing that he had.
Scooty bike.
Yeah, he signed a deal with like major cities. You know how like when you go to Atlanta, LA, I don't know if they have it in New York City yet. We got the bikes, but they have the scooters. Even Miami.
In LA, yeah.
You could just ride the scooter where you want to ride, and then you just.
So you think she want to have a baby by him, a 3rd baby by him, because of
the bag, sis?
She already got 2 golden tickets. She's gonna be good. She got 2 kids by him. He gotta pay like he weigh.
And she has her own money. She makes a pretty penny for everything she does. She's an entrepreneur. She has her own business. Love and Hip Hop pays her a lot of money. She's still on the show. Like, she's doing okay for herself. She doesn't strike me as the kind of girl who would do anything for money.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? She's proven that on Love and Hip Hop. She's not doing shit for money, because I'm sure that she's had the opportunity to put herself in some shit for more episodes. She's like, I'm definitely not doing that. Yeah. So I think if she's doing it, it's because she finds co-parenting with him a good experience. And so she's okay with co-parenting for another child, because she probably wants to have her kids all within the same age range also. Like, you know, she probably doesn't want to have 2 kids who are teenagers and then a baby. She probably wants them all to be of the same age range. And, you know, I get it. I don't knock it. I'm here for it.
I feel like she still loves him. Did y'all see the interview between them when they like?
not here for it. I'm really not here for it. If you want to divorce me, if we're going through a divorce, I need to leave you alone. I have to completely, mentally, physically get over you because you're finna move on. Like we're about to we're going through a divorce. I am not about to tie myself to you for another 20 years or so.
For life.
Your ex-wife.
But she's already tied to herself to him for that amount of time. So if she's gonna have a conversation with him for 2, she might as well have it for 3. And her kids have siblings.
Yeah, but two of them were made while they were married. One was made out of wedlock. Like it's not a good look. It looked like she
just said wedlock.
He said wedlock.
I mean, you know what I mean. I'm sorry.
Kids are out of wedlock.
You know what I mean. I don't mean it like that. 2 of them were made while they were married. One is not. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't say about. It's like she's holding on to something. You ever seen that picture where they're holding on to the rope and their hands is bloody, and then once they realize they let the rope go and their hands start to heal? Like
I'm calling you Minister Jenn.
No, it's a fact though. It's everything I'm saying is
it's the sermon for me.
No,
okay,
it's a straight fact. If
But
you're going through a divorce, let it go.
He's basically a sperm donor at this point.
I'm here for it. He's good
well,
looking.
on the topic of sperm,
you know, if you want more children, you might as well have them from somebody who clearly it worked out, as opposed to starting a new relationship, finding somebody else.
It didn't work out. They're getting a divorce.
But their romance might not have worked, but their parenting does.
But she still loves him.
We're still on this topic, guys.
She still loves him, Jonathan.
Yeah, let's switch it up.
But I don't think, I think she's being selfless. I think she wants more kids. And she's like, if we're great parents together, we might not be great lovers. We might not be great in a relationship, but we're great parents. Let's have one more. I get it. At the end of the day, whatever, everybody's going to do what works for them. I'm here for it. Jenn, you're clearly not. And the 2 of you are on the fence. So let's move on, since it is none of our business. Are we playing a game?
I'd be like, speaking of sperm.
Speaking of,
y'all ready? Y'all got your drinks? Let me refill my cup. Hold on.
Oh yeah, let me refill my cup too.
Okay, we all got a cup. Let me know when y'all ready. Y'all ready? Cheers. So question number 1, and Jenn, you can start this one. Are you into group sex? So that means, would you do something with your partner, meaning bring an extra person or 2 in? Or would you go to a party where it's just sex everywhere?
No.
Why not?
I'm sorry, that was a hard no.
That's a hard no.
Okay. She's no, just like the vaccine. She's like, no.
Slay everybody in the room.
It would turn into a murder scene, because if I find like he's like into her, I'm gonna get jealous and I'm just gonna snap her neck and we gotta bury her, and then it becomes a murder scene. And then you gotta pay to even sniff this vagina. I'm not going to no party and fucking and sucking for fucking fun.
No, not for fun. Okay, so let's put it on something like Eyes Wide Shut. It's very high class. The prices are nice and, it's a heavy bag. It's very like, leave your phones at the door. It's very much, everything is
around naked with a mask on.
Right. Now how are we talking? Now what you
been to those parties. It's a hoot.
Yeah, I actually hosted. I didn't host it, but I worked one. Let's just say that.
You didn't partake?
I haven't been to one, but truthfully, I have to agree with Jenn. Right? If I go to one of those parties with my man or my husband, I mean, maybe not my man, right? Because I might have a man that might be like, want to do that freaky shit. But like, if I'm going there with my husband, like, oh no, like even threesomes.
I'm shocked at you.
No, look, hold on. You didn't hear what I said. I said, boyfriends maybe so, because you're my boyfriend. You're not permanent. But my husband, I don't know. I might feel a little way about it because we're literally tied and probably got kids and live together and all other crazy shit. Like I'm gonna be envisioning what the fuck you did last night to this bitch the next day when we sitting at the table eating coffee and breakfast.
I think a lot of men secretively get off on the thought of their wives or their girlfriends having sex with other men.
I don't know. I feel like
story time, and this is a true story, and it's a true story. I'm not going to give away any names, but there's a celebrity couple where that. How do I put this without giving away any details? There's a celebrity couple where the woman had been with many other celebrities before. She's now in a relationship with this man. And when they're having sex, she tells him about those experiences. And she emails him pictures and videos of their interaction.
The old previous guys.
Yep. The other celebrities. So I think that men secretively like get off on it. Like, yeah, bitch, take that. And then
low-key, that's a little spicy. Like, I'm into that actually. That's a little spicy. I'd be okay with that. Because he gonna be jealous and then boom, he gonna pull up and he gonna fuck me the way that he needs to fuck me. So I'm okay with that. But for my husband, like I said, I'm still.
For me, Jenn is losing it. Look.
She getting hot. You see it, she's boiling.
No.
It's percolating. It's happening.
She like, get your shit, let's go.
I don't know who that couple is, and I don't mean no insult to anybody, whoever that is. But your man must got a thing for celebrities, and you need to watch him.
I think
you need to watch him.
I just think that
he's not trying to outdo them. I think he's getting off on a celebrity part of it. That's
my thing is, and I feel like this is our problem with even going back to talking about men and women and what they're into. I feel like we all been like programmed to think like, this is what you're supposed to do. You get married, you have kids, you do this, and this is the end of your relationship. And I think that's why when like people try to like do things like threesomes or do anything spicy that's not of the norm, it becomes like, what are you doing? Because we've been so transformed. I mean, so like programmed to think like you get married, you have your kids, then you take your kids to school, and then you have this perfect life. No, write your own book to your relationship. What works for you is not gonna work for the next couple, and then what y'all do in your bedroom again stays in the bedroom with y'all. What's the problem?
We're the only species in the animal kingdom that has monogamy, guys.
Yeah, yo, I was talking about that on Clubhouse last night. I tried to invite y'all. Oh my God.
I already told you.
Everybody in the group chat dead ignored them. I woke up.
I already told you I'm not with that shit. That Clubhouse shit. Ain't happening.
You don't like it?
It was really, but the conversation last night was very intuitive. Honestly, that we was talking about that last night. Like, is monogamy like basically necessary nowadays in the day and age that we live in? You know, like of course. My parents, like that's without a doubt, not a question. You know what I'm saying? Because they grew up different, but now times have changed. So it's like, are you okay with being like not being monogamous, or is it like a standard that that's it?
I'll never be in a monogamous relationship ever again in my life. Monogamy is not for me.
I'm almost there too.
Ever break somebody's heart ever again? Like I won't.
I'm almost there too.
Somebody's heartbreak.
You said what? I didn't hear what you said.
I'll never be in a monogamous relationship ever again. Like I've learned throughout the years that it's not for me, and I'll never break somebody's heart ever again. Like I don't want to be on the opposite end of heartbreak like that. Like when I saw the hurt that I did to somebody else because I cheated on them, I was like, I will never do this again because I just wanted to take the pain away from him and I couldn't turn back time. So I was like, you know what? I'm always going to be a cheater because I need variety. I need to sleep with Tom and Harry. And
I did his laugh. I'm sorry.
And the only reason why I'm laughing is because exactly what I just said. We're programmed to think that that's wrong. No, you just need to find the right person that you could be in a relationship with, that you could do your thing and then be okay with him.
Jonathan, you don't see yourself getting married?
I am going to get married. I'm going to get married with a freaky motherfucker who's going to be into the same freaky shit that I'm into. And we're going to be having parties together. We're going to bring people in the bed together. We're going to watch together. And sometimes for my birthday and for Valentine's Day, he's going to let me drift off and do my own shit. He could do his own shit and we come back and we don't talk about it.
And to me, that's actually it's actually ironic because I was just saying that
my jam.
Like lately, I've been feeling like, you know, maybe monogamy isn't something that, you know, we need to aspire. Because, like, obviously, you know, girls grow up like, oh, I want a house and a white picket fence and I want a big wedding. I want it at the church. And that's what we're taught to grow up and think that. And truthfully, Jonathan, I've never cheated in my life. But
me neither.
I've never cheated in my life. But I've been cheated on in every relationship. Every single relationship that I've been in, I've been cheated on. Yeah, every single one. Every single one. And because of that,
is that a deal breaker for you?
Cheating?
Infidelity? Yeah, bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
You made a promise to me that you would keep it in your pants unless it was going inside me. I'm leaving you.
Right. So because of the fact that I've been with the square guys, the hood guys, the nerd guys, the jock guys, they all have cheated. So because of my experience, which is opposite from yours, Jonathan, I don't think I could be in a monogamous relationship because I don't trust the way that relationships are going now. I don't want to say men because I trust you. I trust my dad.
So you trying to tell me you've been cheated on all this time and you not once cheated?
No.
You saying this surprised like you cheated before, Jenn?
She a liar.
You're a liar.
Okay, because what do we call cheating then? Cheating. You know what? Let's talk about this at the next episode because this is a real topic.
I think so. I
told you this is a real topic. We was up on.
I got text messages to prove it.
Let me ask you, girls. Have you girls ever fantasized about getting DP'd?
What?
Have you ever fantasized about getting DP, double penetrated?
Yes.
Yes.
That sounds so divine. Ooh, I'm handling.
Y'all sound dumb. Y'all just said yes, but then y'all confusing the shit out of me.
No, I didn't. No.
You can have a thought. You can be like, oh, I wonder. Oh, because you eat me out. You better stick your finger in my asshole, boo, because it's going down.
Dang.
That's what I'm saying. If you're fantasizing about it, wouldn't you want that to come true?
It doesn't mean just because you fantasize about it doesn't mean that you're gonna actually bring it to fruition. It's a fantasy.
No, I know that. I said, don't you want it to come true when you fantasize about something? No? Or am I different with my fantasies?
Not always.
What the fuck you fantasized about?
Right, clearly.
He asking you.
Yeah.
Oh, me?
Yes.
Oh. No, I'm saying I fantasize about regular shit that you can have happen. You know what I mean?
What, every position? What the fuck you fantasizing about?
We want to know.
That's another episode. Y'all.
I really don't fantasize. Honestly, I like to I'd rather if I'm gonna when was the last time I fantasized? No. I just have I try to have good sex. I think that's more important.
It's not a fantasy.
You trying to tell me? Jonathan just earlier showed us a big ass dick on our phone.
Ooh, that shit look good.
Nothing crossed your mind?
I said my dick was prettier.
Wait, okay.
Well, I told you, I'm not attracted to him. He's not attractive, so maybe it was on an attractive dude.
When I seen that dick, I said, ooh.
Dang.
Ding, 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 ding. That shit was in my head.
Because y'all be thought bopping, that's why.
It's too much for me.
Y'all just like dicks. You're like, oh, that's a dick.
Let me tell you something.
Look at that dick.
So good. He has a video of him and a friend of mine fooling around, and I usually don't watch my friends' videos, and I said, I'm sorry, friend. You're going to do me this solid. I'm going to stay here, and I'm going to watch you, because that dick looked good.
Wait, what did you just say? Stop in the beginning?
Andre's dick looks so good that he has a video with another friend of mine. And I don't watch my friends' videos, but Andre's dick is so impressive that I was like, I'm sorry, friend, for this one time, I'm going to have to watch.
Okay.
I hope you gave me.
You said you saw me in the video. I was like, wait, what?
You need to do this like this, okay?
No, it looked like my friend kind of held his own, honey.
Yes, friend. Yes, friend.
My friend did the damn thing. Well, speaking of friends, let's get to our Dear Jenn segment. One of our listeners, as we like to call y'all, our friends, has written in for advice from Jenn. So take it away, Ms. Jenn.
Dear Jenn, I need advice on getting married at a young age. I'm 30 years old and I've been with my girl for 12 years. We have issues dealing with finance, so I'm trying my best to find an apartment and a better job. I work at White Castle now and got hired for the Department of Education as a cleaner that pays way more than my current job. So I was thinking, once I'm on board, should I proceed with the plans? I even put down a down payment on a ring. I'm nervous, but I feel like I'm ready to evolve into a better man. What should I do?
First of all, I'm so happy that our dear Jenn is a man.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's a man.
Yes, I want our listeners to say, like, it's not only a female thing. I'm so happy. Thank you for sending us a letter.
Okay, it's Mr. Green _captures_.
Okay, Mr. Green. First of all, I feel like, and y'all could chime in. I feel like you don't really know. I know that you said they've been together for 12 years, right? He's 30 years old. So that's damn near half his life, right? I feel like you don't really know a person until you move in. I suggest that you move in with her. And that's when you really get to know her. So move in with her, continue your plans, because love and marriage doesn't have an age. You're 30 years old, you want to marry her, toodles to you, go ahead. You know, y'all been together for 12 years, do it. But I suggest that before you get married, you move in together. I know the traditional people would not agree with me, but I feel like you should move in together first, and that's when you really get to learn and know a person. Do y'all agree?
I agree, but I kind of disagree. The only thing I was gonna say before you move in with her, know yourself first, because I feel like he's like saying all these things, like he wants to be a better man, he wants to, you know, get a better job. Do all those things first before you're trying to work this relationship out with her, because you're bringing all this baggage of like how to be a better man, how to get a better job, how to do this, and then you're trying to be like, now you want to love me? It's a lot.
They're learning together. They're learning as they grow together, because they've been together for 12 years. So they're learning together. I have to say this, finance issues is going to be for lifetime. Don't think that you're going to get married and your finance issues are going to go away.
It's going to change, right?
They're going to
get the more money you make, the more problems you have. That's never going to go away.
Yeah. I would agree. I think moving in together is a step in the right direction. Also, if you guys move in together, you get to split the bills. So while you're in between jobs, you know, I mean, I don't know what the White Castle is paying, but if you can make your what?
That was you being shady.
I didn't mean it like shady.
No, I know, but I
know you didn't mean it that way. But
what I said and what you said came out shady. It doesn't matter.
It's not shady. I just know y'all, and I know like when y'all say things.
No. I didn't take it as shady at all. Like I feel like Jonathan really doesn't know what White Castle. I don't know what White Castle makes. Do you know? I don't know.
Yeah. So
they said it's $15 an hour.
Yeah.
They said the new minimum wage or something isn't it? The new minimum wage is $15 an hour now.
Well,
that's the law.
It sounds like, you know, you want another job because you're looking to make more money. So if you're looking to get more money, it's because you want to cover more of your expenses. But if you guys live together, you'll be knocking two birds with one stone, because you'll be learning about each other and you'll be combining your bills. So now you can have one phone bill, you can have one rent bill, you can have one light bill, as opposed to each having separate bills. And chances are, if you're more financially stable, you might be a bit happier, because they say that financial insecurity does give people a lot of anxiety. It does give people a lot of unhappiness and unrest. So you never know. It might be the best thing possible. Is it conventional? No. But who gives a fuck about conventional when your happiness is at stake? So I would say move in together, get to know each other, and, you know, good luck at the White Castle.
And just pause on the getting married for just a little bit until your money gets better.
Yeah.
Well, baby.
I was going to say
I feel like this, real quick, judging before you say something. I feel like, no shade, they 30 years old, and he's talking about finding an apartment. 9 times out of 10, they live with their parents.
That's too old to live with your parents.
No,
30 fucking years old?
Apartment. 9 times out of 10, he's still living with his mama, and she's still living with his mama. That's why I said the finance is going to get even worse.
Mr. Green, you need to write us another letter. You asking about the wrong shit if you 30 years old living with your parents.
So I want to touch that, because he mentioned that he said that he's getting married at a young age, and I'm just thinking, like, is getting married at 30 a young age? Like, I feel like that's like average. Like,
yeah, that kind of caught me off guard. So I was like, that's
and then I'm thinking like
he's still living with their parents. They still living with their parents.
You've been there. So look, you're 30, right? So y'all been together for 12 years. That means you've been with her since you was 18 or like 17 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
What y'all been doing the past 12 years?
Fucking.
Fucking and sucking.
Yeah, y'all just been fucking and sucking. Nobody got an apartment. You ain't got no, like, what's up? What's going on? Like, I don't know, friend.
I think that's what it is. I think they've been living the fast life. They've been living they've been living the young life. And now he's like, yo, I need to tame it down a little bit. Toodles to you. Like, I respect that. And he probably wants to get an apartment, bring her to live with him. But if you having finance issues outside of like living in your mama house and she living in her mama house, and you having finance issues, like when y'all move together, it's only gonna get worse.
The other thing that stood out to me is that he closed it with, I feel like I'm ready to evolve into a better man. Well, Mr. Green, you sound like a good man. You got a job. You're trying to wife it. You're looking for a better job. You want to get an apartment. So what are we missing here that makes you a bad man?
We need her to send a Dear Jenn letter. His girlfriend? Because she probably have a whole nother side of the story, girl.
Yeah, because I'm trying to figure out, like, what do you mean you're ready to be you're ready to evolve into a better man? You 30. What, like, where we at? Like, what you mean? Like, and y'all been together for 12 years. Like,
well, you guys do know guys grow up slower than females.
Yeah, well, he's ready to grow up now because he want to put a ring on it. But
I hate that saying. I hate that saying.
But it's also going back on how we're raised, though. They're from mothers to fathers, they're harder on their daughters than we are on guys, because we're like, oh, we could just go outside by ourselves. Oh, we could just do this by ourselves. You guys are females, so they're harder on you guys. You guys can't go out by yourself. Y'all can't do all those things. That's all I'm saying. So we don't really get enough attention all the time.
It's been scientifically proven. A man's brain is still developing up until the age of 25, whereas a woman's brain is fully developed, I believe, at the age of 20. So it does take men a lot longer to develop mentally and emotionally than it does women.
And how many dudes that we know that are just dumb?
I hate that. I hate it. I hate it. It's like a women are made to nurture and be a mother figure. Like, you got to be a mother figure to your man too.
Yeah, you guys are Venus and we are Mars, honey. We can talk about it till the wheels fall off.
Yeah, we should have a relationship episode. Just relationships, period.
Right? Yeah. But this was fun. Again, I really hate that we are all in little boxes, but sure enough, we're getting one step closer, one day at
I just want to put on clothes, guys. I just want to get dressed up.
I know you do, London.
Well, when are we meeting up? Are we meeting up soon? Like, what are we doing?
We're meeting up very soon.
Very soon. You know, we don't want to say anything. Stay tuned, but we do want to thank each and every one of you for rocking out with us this Friday and every Friday. We love ya very much. Merry freaking Christmas.
Make sure you guys follow our Instagram page, subscribe to our YouTubes. It's at the Block Party Podcast _. We really appreciate all y'all and the support already from the first episode.
Send them Dear Jenn letters. Answer them. I just want to
DM Jenn, or you can DM Jenn directly, or you can DM any one of us directly, or you can DM the Block Party Podcast _ page, and we'll get y'all straight.
And if you guys want to DM any dick pics, at I'm So Jonathan would be the page that you send those to.
If you want to send any money, you can send it to LooksbyLunden at Zelle.
I just gotta say, I'm okay. I can look. My man looks all the time. So you can send me dick pics and money too. Hello.
What you just
If
said?
you want to go on vacation and take me to Paris to go shopping, since we all have our requests.
And pussy and Pornhub and tits and all this shit. Send me a dick pic. I'm okay. What happened?
So you allowing your man to get naked pics from girls, and it's okay?
No, he watches porn.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's what you meant. Okay. I was about to be like, wait, next episode.
I can't control.
Guys, that's all the time we have. Once again, thank you for tuning in. I'm Jonathan.
It's your girl, Jenn.
LooksbyLunden.
Yeijin Hong.
We're the Friday Block Party. Thank you for partying with us. Merry Christmas. Bye, guys. Cheers.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Feliz cumpleaños.
Wrong. Canceled.